Good morning, guys. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm up, I'm showered, I'm shaved, I'm ready to start the day. And today is somebody's birthday. And she apparently went out and picked breakfast up for us. Super healthy stuff.
Chick-fil-A.
And just in time because I have to leave here in a few minutes to go to the doctor. Today is my 1-month checkup for my foot. I probably will take the boot with me, but I'm not gonna wear it in there because I'm doing better without it at this point. Let's hope everything turns out okay. Well, that was a short yet very long appointment. I got here at about 10 till 9. I got taken back at almost 9 o'clock. It's now 9:50, so I was in there for almost an hour. Had x-rays done. The doctor finally came in at like 9:45 and said, we can still see a fracture on the x-ray. It may never heal, but it looks like you're making the right progress. You're not wearing the boot at this point. You know, as long as you're able to walk around, keep it to limited activity, light activity, as allows, meaning as long as you're not having sharp pains. If you're having sharp pains, stop what you're doing. Which that seems like the obvious answer. One way or the other, very nice to see that I am making progress, that I'm getting there. Kinda stinks that this may never heal properly. Kinda stinks that something silly that I did resulted in a wound that may never heal, even though it's probably not gonna be all that big of a deal. But still, the appointment went about as well as I could have expected it to go. And at this point, time to head home. And I've been back home for a little while now, and I may have just made a big mistake, but we'll get back to that. I will say it was really, really nice to get the good news from the doctor that things are progressing appropriately, and as long as it doesn't hurt, you're pretty good for light activity and whatnot. But I will say there was this little bit of me that was kind of disheartened by the "this may never heal properly" comments. That's not exactly what you want to hear from your orthopedic doctor. What you would rather hear, of course, is everything looks great, things are starting to fuse together. But no, that's not what I got, and most likely, as he said, it probably will never heal. It probably never will be 100% again. Honestly, as long as I get back to the point where I can actually run, where I can walk at a decent pace, I'll be very happy. I'm not going to be doing any more silly skateboard tricks. I will definitely go back to riding the skateboard again. Don't worry about that. I know some of you guys are really keen on me getting back to it, and some of you are completely against the idea. I'm not going to be going back at it, trying to do a bunch of tricks or anything, not trying to do any ramps, just getting back on it and using it for transportation. Being able to ride around and have fun, go up and down hills and whatnot, will be responsible. But back to what I was saying earlier. I did a sort of a dumb thing, kind of. Recently, Apple dropped the prices on all of the iPad Pros. A lot of people are thinking that means there are going to be new ones coming, but given their time frame, given their scheduling, they normally will not release one until at least early to middle next year, which means we've got like 6 months or more. And not only that, yes, they cut the prices. I got an email from Staples first thing this morning that they have so much more off on top of all of these iPad Pro models. And I will admit it, since day one, since the iPad Pro dropped, one thing I said about it was, holy crap, that's ridiculously large. I'm talking like the 13-inch, the 12.9-inch model. The second thing I said was, that could be really useful. That would be amazing for watching content, for playing games, for possibly even editing videos. Just, you know, this type of vlog-style footage where I'm not doing overlays and stuff. So I bought one. The Apple retail price on the 128 gig iPad Pro 12.9-inch is $899 right now. Down from, what was it at the highest? $950, $1,000, something like that. Staples had it for $750. So that's $200 off the retail price, $150 off the everyday now reduced price. So $750, while it is still a high price, it's exactly what I paid for the iPhone 7, and it's a much, much larger device. And after having a talk with my accountant, otherwise known as my mother, I do actually have a little bit more in my fundage that I have to kind of deal with, so like I said, I picked it up. Still on the fence as to whether or not I want to get the keyboard or just the smart cover. I don't know if I would use the keyboard. I'm going to have something to prop it up with, I'm sure, but I'll figure that out once it's here. The funny thing is, though, Staples had it all set up on their site so that it's going to be here tomorrow. It said estimated delivery date is tomorrow the 14th, so I'm going to be here, I'm going to be eagerly awaiting it, and there will be a video coming. Bad thing about this is, the last 2 weeks worth of news videos mentioned Apple stuff. There's going to be the iPad Pro unboxing, there's going to be the iPhone 7 unboxing, there's all sorts of cases for the iPhone 7. There's going to be a lot of Apple content on the main channel coming up very soon, so there's going to be a lot of Android fanboys that are going to be really upset. I'm not switching 100%, I've still got my Shield tablet, I've still got a ton of Android phones and tablets and devices. I'm just trying other things because the battery life on the iDevices, the battery life on them has been excellent for me. The performance is always excellent, and I like to try new things. I'm a tech reviewer, gotta do it. But you know what? I'm sitting out here without my laptop. I was just enjoying the cool morning, early morning, late morning breeze, and I probably ought to head back inside, get my laptop, get a little work done, have some lunch. Because Christina's not here. Even though it is her birthday, she took the day off. She ran into Lexington. She's got like a dozen errands that she needs to do for herself. She's going shopping and whatnot. So she's not out working or anything. She's doing stuff for the kids and for herself, and it's a good time. And I'm sure we'll be going out to dinner for her birthday and whatnot later as well. But I better get back to it. I've said it and I've said it and I've said it again, and I will say it again, I'm sure. I have got to clean this up. All of this, really. I mean, there's a massive mess of backpacks under there. These all need to go up on the wall. Those white boxes need to be emptied out into probably this drawer setup or just given away. I think what I'm actually going to do, I've got so many pairs of Bluetooth headphones, both the over-ear, on-ear, and the sport earphones. I'm going to put together a bunch of them and some speakers and take them into work with me next week. I caught one of my coworkers, realized you probably ought to be looking at me, caught one of my coworkers on the way out of work yesterday. He was asking about some of the products I've reviewed. He apparently bought the Ring doorbell after seeing my video about it. So he was talking to me about that, and we got to talking about just other products I review, and I talked about how many Bluetooth headphones and speakers I go through. And so I asked him if he needed a pair, and he said, well, actually, yeah. So I'm just, like I said, I'm gonna put together a box and just take it into work and go to my coworkers and be like, if you want, take. So that way I can help out more people. I mean, I've been helping out like friends and family, but it's time to sort of expand the circle a little bit to other people that I know. And I still have not had lunch. However, I did manage to dig through the drawer and find what I was looking for. I don't do these very often, but whenever I have to do an HDMI device capture, and like I said yesterday, I've got about 3 I have to do right now, I have to find this thing, and I keep losing it. This is the Elgato HD60, so it allows me to capture at 1080p, 60 frames a second over HDMI to any USB device using this little thing, and it costs like 120 bucks. XDA actually paid for it. I ended up using it at CES, and they bought it for me to use for that, so it has been very, very handy as a result. But anyway, back to it. Time to have a little bit of lunch. Christina's on her way home now. As a tech reviewer, there are very, very few things in life that feel worse than losing footage, than feeling like you have to do something again, especially when you can't. It's not gonna be that big of a deal, I can always work around it, but I sat here for a little while doing a video, finishing up a video actually, about this. This is an Android 6 TV box, very interesting little device, but I filmed for probably 5 to 7 minutes just talking about it and going through some of the UI. I stopped because I was gonna go ahead and input some stuff, it was gonna take a little while, and I said, well, you know, since I'm stopped, let me check the footage. It's gone. It's just, it didn't even show up. There's something weird about the recording software, the capture software I was using. It wasn't even there. So I did it again, which means I didn't get the first run experience. I just got the, hey, I've already done some of these things experience, and I did it in like 30-second chunks. So I would do something, I would stop the recording. Do something, stop the recording. Kind of inconvenient, but I did get it done. And I went to import the footage, and my original project, the unboxing video, is gone. It's like, if that isn't my little notice that I shouldn't be doing this today, I don't know what is. So what I'm gonna have to do now is basically just unhook everything, turn the main cameras here back on, and just hold it up in front of it and say, here's this thing, here's what I think is interesting about it, here's the pricing and information about it, let's go ahead and hook it up. Which means I'm kind of filming in reverse, and I don't have the whole box or anything. I don't have anything that originally came with it. So that definitely stinks right there. But we will make do, I suppose. We will make do. My own fault entirely. Oh, I'm so excited. While I was sitting here just, that makes my day. That is so good. 4-minute clip. I just found the video. Oh man. That means I had it on my cards. I imported it to the wrong file, to the wrong project. I'm good. I'm saved. Oh man. Oh, that is better. Okay, so now I've got to go get Duncan off the bus, but I feel 1000% better now. Hey, Duncan made it home, and he's been reading Captain Underpants for school, and Mommy made it home with a Mario costume for Ellis. So now we have a little Mario and Luigi, although that hat's a little small for his head. Just a little. He doesn't have a very big head. It must just be a smaller costume. He seems to enjoy it though. Is that a comfy hat there, buddy? It's a pretty awesome one. Oh, and then there's costume. Oh, that's gonna be adorables. Perfect. What do you think about that, Ellis? It almost looks like a conductor hat. You're gonna be a train conductor Mario.
That should fit.
Yeah. Looks just right. Hooray!
So now when the pumpkin costume comes in, we have to take it to Columbus in the back.
Yeah. Well, Mommy decided she wanted some Mexican food for dinner, so we are here. And Ellis is awake, and Duncan is a baseball. Now, Duncan got his taco. He's not trying to get it, it's still too hot, but he didn't like the rice apparently. You got your, what'd you get, a chimichanga? And I got some blurry chicken and rice.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's got veggies and everything, so sort of healthy, but not entirely. Here we go, another game for Duncan. Oh, good try. Oh, so it's very high. Good one, good one. Go, 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 run! Oh, went straight to the first baseman. That's okay. Next inning. Good hit, Duncan, go! Run super fast. Yeah, our team's doing pretty well. It's right now 4-0. We've got 3 runners on. Awesome. Ooh, good hit. Here comes Duncan. There we go. Good job, Duncan.
Let's go, Duncan.
There you go. Maybe his last time to bat tonight. Oh, good one, Duncan. And got it. Way to go, Duncan. And the game is over. It went on for quite a while, but it was like 3-14 or something, 3-15. I don't know. It was, Duncan's team did really, really well.
All right.
There he comes. Good job out there, dude. Did you have fun?
Where'd you get that from?
He won.
Yeah, I know. I was here. And as an extra special late night birthday treat, I ran out to Wendy's. It was T-Mobile Tuesday, so I got free Frosty. But not only that, you know, I'm not running out to Wendy's at 9 o'clock at night to get a Frosty and not getting one for myself. So I said, can I go ahead and get 2? And I pulled my wallet out. And then the person behind the counter went ahead and rang it up for free. So, free Frosties. Hooray!
Thank you, Wendy's.
Thank you, Wendy's. And of course, Ellis is just sitting there saying, me next. Me next, Mom. Give a bite. You're going to get a bite. Oh, boy. Yum, 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 yum. We should definitely not be giving him ice cream, but he loves it so much. Right before I left, he and I were reading...
Oh, my goodness.
We were reading the color book, and he got to the pink page. The pink was ice cream, and every time he saw that ice cream, he just freaked out. He was shaking. He was, look at this. It was more than this. Now that there's ice cream here, he's like, okay, me next. There we go. Good stuff. I better eat mine before it melts.
I don't think he's had chocolate before.
Uh-oh. He's not supposed to have chocolate either, is he? He doesn't seem to mind. Mouth wide open. Say, Mom, it looks like baby food. Num num. Now the ice cream's gone. He's in a little sugar high or something.
I feel like having like a...
He didn't even have that much. He had a couple of little teeny tiny drops on the end of the spoon.
And now he's just like...
He's just laughing and kind of rocking and having a good time. Was that just super tasty? He was super tired when we were at the baseball field. Had a little nap, and now that we're home, he's had some sugar in his system and some chocolate. I'm good to go. So see you at 3 o'clock in the morning, Mom.
What are you doing? Hi. He's making that noise.
It's like he's discovered a new way he wants to laugh.
What are you doing?
Silly.
What are you doing?
They're making Mommy laugh. Well, Ellis just had his last bottle of the night. He fell asleep right after it. He held it himself and just sort of put it down. Fell asleep. Night night. And Ellis is firmly in bed. I think we'll wrap it up there. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthdays to her in the comments again.
Thank you for all the happy birthdays. People already left.
Yeah, we left a bunch in the comments, so thank you guys for that. And as usual, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you had a great day. It was definitely a good one for us. We will see you again tomorrow.